Hello and welcome to my regular tip video. I'm Sue Jacobs, wardrobe and image coach, and this tip video is all about masking it. But before I go any further, I'm going to remove mine before my glasses fog up. And I am not saying that this is the proper way to remove it. It's the way I'm removing it for this particular video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Whether you are here live or you're tuning in at some other time, I definitely appreciate that you have chosen to do that. Now, we all know that there's a lot going on, and I want to make this disclaimer. I'm a wardrobe and image and style coach. I am not a health professional. I am only talking about masks as it pertains to fashion and style. And of course, I want you to be safe. So what I'm going to be sharing is by no means persuading you to wear a mask. If you wear a mask, that's great. That's your decision. If you are thinking about wearing a mask when you are out and about, then I'm going to share some delightful ones with you and just share a little bit about what I know, and whether or not you wear one, definitely not the purpose of this video. So I had the experience a week ago. I was so excited to go to a garden center. And when I got there, there was a huge line. It was wonderful. Everyone was physically distanced. They had it very well organized. And I got up to the line, and of course, they were allowing one person in at a time. I was with my daughter. She had a mask. I had to buy one. No problem. However, the mask didn't fit. So I gallivanted around the garden center. I love garden centers. This was not a pleasant experience for me because it slid up under my glasses. It was bagging. I was so hot. I could hardly stand it. And to be quite honest, I started to feel claustrophobic. And that's a reality for many people. So I left the garden center early and got out away from the crowd, removed the mask, only to realize, okay, I won't be doing that again. That probably served no purpose, and it was not a pleasant outing. So I want to say this, for I know that many of my clients and my image peers are so interested in fashion masks. So there are things to think about when you are making those purchases, or maybe you're very handy and you're going to make your own. Now, I'm not talking about the N95 mask that we all know are hospital grade, and we have a couple of them here. In the unfortunate event that we end up having to go to the hospital, that's what you would wear. Not necessary to wear all of the time unless you are physically compromised in a specific way. So this is all about fashion. And when I was on a call, I think it was last Thursday, with my image peers, and one of them, very clever, Bernie, she had made beautiful masks. So here's what I want to say about it. I learned of a local designer. I live outside of London, Ontario. Her name is Rakhi Chopra, and she's a fashion designer, and she has switched gears and is now making masks. She has made to date over 2,600, and she has such a wide variety of fabrics, because on our image call and the five clients that I have been able to put in touch with where to get masks, everybody wants them, of course, to be complementary to their personality, their style personality, and what they're wearing. So here are some things, and I have some great ones to show you. And Rakhi is located in London, Ontario, and she does porch deliveries, or I think porch pickups. So if you would like them, she's on Facebook, and you can get a hold of her that way. And so here's what I have learned. Here's what I want to say to you. You don't want to do what I did. You want to make sure that when you are wearing or purchasing a mask that you measure properly, because the masks have to fit tightly around your ears, across the bridge of your nose, and far enough down under your chin so that they actually protect you. The other thing is, oh my gosh, so many of us are shocked by how often we touch our face and our hair. We don't want to be touching the front of the mask while we are wearing it, because guess what you get on your hands if you've come in contact with anyone who is unwell? That's going to be all over your hands. So we need to be thinking about that. I do want to say wearing glasses posed a little bit of a problem. And as you can see, I took off my mask just after the podcast started right now, because it doesn't take long for it to fog up if it isn't very secure. So those are the kind of things I want to point out to you. Measure, and people who are making them will tell you exactly how to measure so you get the right fit. Okay, so back to Rocky, who is in London, Ontario. So she has such cute patterns. And here's what I like about hers. The fabric should be thick. You don't want something that's so sheer that any kind of droplet can perforate, can get through it. So what I like about hers, they're double lined. The other thing is she has made the opening here for you to put your own filter in, so that every time you go out and come home, you can take it out and wash that filter. That's brilliant. Again, and when I was in touch with Rocky, she has measurements. So she told me how to measure, and then I was able to get masks that actually fit my face. Okay, so here's a cute little pattern, and I love that there's something for everyone. If you are a person who loves buffalo plaid, look at this. This will be nice for fall. And she has red buffalo plaid. This is extremely thick, lined with bamboo. And again, the pocket for you to insert your own filter, which she tells me you can order on Amazon. And then you have them to interchange, and that only belongs to you. Okay, so for that summer gal who's out there and who wants to look, summer fun, here is a really fun, vibrant mask. And you can see that they expand, and every one of them is double. Some of them are triple lined, and there's that pocket for you to add your own filter. And she did tell me that this is one of her most popular masks if you are choosing to mask it these days. And this is a super really cool Wonder Woman. Is that you? Does that speak to you? And again, very thick. I love this. Is almost like a flannel backing, and then it pulls wide so that you have good coverage at the top of your nose, under your chin, and then tight behind your ears. So this is, as she said, her most popular mask. I believe these range from $6 to $40, and this is something, and this is something else that she is creating and improving on, is a mask that it has your mouth visible for those people who rely on lip reading, older people who are a little bit hard of hearing. This is a prototype, but this will be something that she will be donating and or selling to the special needs community. And I think that's a great idea. And I was reading the other day where people are saying, I feel like a stranger and people don't know I'm smiling. You know what? This way they can see that you're smiling. I have to say, and we talked about this would not work for me because I would be sweltering. So, and I wanted to say this, I love the black masks. But Rocky and I also talked about that as the warmer weather arrives, these, especially for women of a certain age or in a certain situation, these will be hot. This is a beautiful thick fabric, and the back lining is very thick. No question that this will keep you safe when you have fitted it properly in those 3 areas. But she does have lighter colors that are as dense a weave so that you are protected from anything transmitting through it. So black may not be your color if you are somebody who is always warm and we're approaching the warmer weather, but I can tell you that her selection is extraordinary. I know there is something there for every single style personality in terms of pattern. And as we've been hearing, the recommendation is that you have several masks so that you can give them a break in between wearing them if you're wearing them when you are in a crowded area and you're worried about being able to properly physical distance. Again, disclaimer, I'm not a medical professional. I am just sharing a great resource with you if you choose to mask it up. And if you do, Rocky Chopra is in London, Ontario, and a fashion designer turned and pivoting towards what she saw as a very big need in the community, as many of you know, people in your areas are doing as well. And I applaud that. Not only is this a way to support a local business, but this was a new task for her, and moving away from her clothing designs at the moment and into something that is community based, community minded is very, very, I love that. And I love being able to support a person like that. So I thank you for watching. Again, this is very timely because, you know, there are so many different information out there about should you wear a mask, what is the benefit of wearing a mask, but you need to decide for yourself. It's all about your own comfort level until we are told different. So I'm not here to say to pass judgment at all. Just make sure that the fabric is thick enough. You shouldn't be able to see through it, because that will not keep anything out from getting in. You want to make sure the more layers, the better. 3 layers is best. And having that little open pocket so that you can put in your own filter is very much recommended and a great benefit. And again, having it fit tightly across your nose, exactly like the N95 ones do, and across behind your ear and down under your chin enough so that you feel you have good coverage. And then again, you know, as what I did, I didn't have a panic attack, but I was so hot that I started to feel claustrophobic because the one I was wearing did not fit. So, learning from my mistakes, sharing with you from my errors, and I very much hope that you found this informative and that maybe I will actually put on my business page, on my personal style consulting business page, how you can get in touch with this London area designer. And I thank her for giving me these. And again, you know, stay safe, everyone. Yeah. And keep your chin up. Next week, next time, I am going to be talking about one of my favorite things, and it will be the new trends and what's happening with accessories, particularly your jewelry. Because if you are like my clients, you are shopping online, and you might as well know, you know, if you want some tips, you might as well know what I think so that you can make sure that you are shopping with intention. Okay. Oh, and I just wanted to say, I'm so excited. I have a YouTube channel now. There's only one video on it right at this moment, but I'm going to be building that as I pivot like the rest of you. And it is Personal Style with Sue. That is the name of my channel. I have been told that I have some subscribers, so you can check me out there if you like. And again, thank you so much for watching, and stay safe, and, you know, keep positive. Thanks.